Hello everybody, and I hope you're having a fantastic day, and in this video I'm going to be going over the class spawns that just came out. The class spawns is one of the cheapest free-to-play, or one of the best options as a free-to-play you could legitimately choose. The reason for that being is it is going to be 80 gems, yes, so it may seem expensive when you very first look at it, but it's going to be cost 33 or higher as an ultra rare. It's going to be infused 4 times, and it's going to be the weapon of your class. This is one of those few spawns in Unison League where you're guaranteed the weapon of your class, at least. So because you are guaranteed the weapon of your class, this makes for a very nice spawn, and it lowers a lot of like rates that you may have to deal with if you were to do a random weapon spawn compared to this one. Yeah, so that's why I'm saying like this spawn is very nice. 4 infusions is a huge pain. If you really want to know about infusions, how they work and stuff like that, I know I haven't been really doing this with my last class spawn, surprisingly. I don't know how I could forget about this, but if you really want to know how like hard infusion is to get to the 4th level, I could just link all that below and everything about that. But pretty much what infusion does is each time it's infused, it can only go up to 5 infusions. It's going to increase the gear score even more. And like said, the material and just getting there and stuff like that may be a bit hard. It's not going to be like extremely hard. Like when you're doing these events, you're going to be able to obtain the stuff. You may not obtain it quickly, but you will be eventually able to obtain the stuff. So that's what I'm talking about. Like this stuff right here, the spawn right here is a very good spawn because of that and everything surrounding it. And then on top of it, you also have, oh yeah, I forgot they took away the rates, but it's very nice. So ironically, the SSR rates boosted is not actually SSR rates boosted anymore. It's at a 6% chance, so there's literally no point in these spawns down here. These are legitimately a ripoff down here, and even if they have rates boosted, I wouldn't recommend them, because even if you do pull something nice, it won't be a random class, but like you're gonna not have those infusions compared to if you do it up here. You're guaranteed to get it, and you're gonna have the infusions too to the 4th level. Okay, so everything they have to offer in here and the reward pool is going to be ranging from 33 to Felger, bro. I think that's actually a 36 cost weapon. So it's going to range from 33 to 36. There might be 2, maybe 1 36s. Other than that, everything else is going to be 35, 34, and 33. A majority of the stuff is going to be 35 to 33 cost. There's going to be a few 36s, so you do have a really small shot of obtaining 36 cost stuff within the class spawn, which is very nice that they're adding the 36 cost stuff, because I think that's going to make it more fair for everybody that's doing the class spawn. But yeah, that's pretty much where that goes out, and that's pretty much how that's going to work out for the class spawns. So be warned, this spawn's pretty basic when it comes to the rates. The lower the cost, the higher the chance. You will have a shot at getting some of the higher cost stuff, definitely. The rates aren't going to be like completely guaranteed to be dead, but you will have a lot higher chance to actually obtain, let's say, like 33 cost stuff, or possibly the 34 cost stuff, because that's the lower cost stuff from the spawn. So be warned, and that's pretty much what I gotta say about the spawn. Of course, I need to talk about the feature gear. But the feature gear, they offer the exclusive class skills. These right here are pretty dang nice skills. Not the best in the game. Personally, I think the best ones will be the soldiers, the Mind's Eye, because of the defense and magic defense being reduced by half and doing a physical testament, and then the archers one as well. And also on top of it, the lancers one for maybe some bonus break, because some enemies are kind of hard to break at times, so having that would be nice. But the issue with these is, again, they're actually not the best. There's certain skills, like if you combo off the right skills, you're able to get more DPS than these. Not just because these aren't the highest damaging skills in the game, ability power wise, or just doing damage wise, but also on top of it, they're going to have a little bit lower proc rates, or lower proc rates. They're not going to be significantly lower, because you'll still see these proc every once in a while, but they're going to have lower proc rates compared to like a lot of other stuff out there that you can actually use to increase your DPS even further. So on top of them not being like the greatest DPSing skill that you actually are offered, they are on top of it going to have lower proc rates. Don't get me started on like the other stuff. I just like, I pretty much skill wise, out of all these abilities right here, I pretty much just named off the best ones for the exclusive skill. The rest of them are even worse than the ones I just named off. So that's pretty much what I gotta say about the skill. As for the ability, they actually all carry a near same ability, so I don't really have to go too much into detail about this. They pretty much have all an ability, and this is really weird because the archer has the weakest one. It's going to be exclusive for the class, and they're all going to have different ability powers, so it's all going to vary ability power wise, but they pretty much do damage to a single enemy 3 times with a success value of 70. So what that means right there is that this is going to miss. Now for the soldiers one, here's something nice. Soldier already has a move that increases accuracy, so if you want to do tidal wave instead, and if you want to do that move, that right there is some pretty heavy damage. That legitimately is some really heavy damage if you want to try out that instead. So that could really work off, and that could really pop off if you want to. Just throw on that accuracy move, throw on tidal wave, and throw on this side move to replace the attack. Not a bad combo whatsoever. Actually, you might be gaining more DPS than, I wouldn't say glistening edge, but it could be possible. I'm not really gonna think about it, but yeah, that's actually a nice combo right there. And honestly, that move right there, ability power wise, is stronger than a lot of the soldiers' moves. So if you manage to get that and replace that with your attack, that's gonna help in DPS for a soldier for sure, because soldiers don't have a lot of heavy hitting moves. The only one they really have is glistening edge and crystal blade, and with crystal blade, you have to be more than 60% high like HP. So that right there is pretty much that. This one's going to be ability power 120, so it's going to be a bit stronger than the soldiers one, but it has a success value 70. The only one that really has something that increases the accuracy is the soldier, so you're really playing with missing or hitting right there more than any other class. This one's pretty much going to be Dark Wish. Reduces ability cooldown times for your character, but it's going to reduce HP recovery effects on yourself by 30% for 10 seconds. If I remember right, no, they actually don't have one, but still, I wouldn't really recommend this. Aether Rebuild still works phenomenally. I would say I highly recommend it over that one. And then this one's going to have an ability power of 120 as well, so this one's going to be on par with the Lancer. So, personally, if you can replace these with the regular attack, they probably will be better than the regular attack, depending on the situation, because regular attack has faster. So if you need quick unison, you have a lot of Ardovs, the attack would be obviously better. But like if you're just looking to do more damage, I think replacing them with the regular attack would be better. For the most part, the only one that really looks like it's going to help out is the one with the sword, because the soldier has a move that increases accuracy. Other than that, I mean, you can replace them with the regular attack for all the other classes, like the archer, mage, lancer, not cleric. I don't recommend cleric's Dark Wish, but there's better moves out there than those, so I just want to warn you of that. And then we got right here, I don't like when they do this. I really don't. They got Reflection Double XL right here. Reflection Double XL is the mother of all reflections, whether it's physical or magical. It's literally both in one skill. So this right here is pretty OP, and this is like the second or third time they came out with really such good abilities, but they just left them in the class spawn, so there's absolutely no guarantee that anybody's actually going to get them. So yeah, that's pretty much my intake on this. This is definitely more recommended for free to plays. It's a really nice deal. You don't have to worry about infusions all too much. You will not be the best gear score in the game for sure, but if you keep with these class spawns, you're always going to be a couple steps behind some of the best gear scores in the game. Obviously, if you hit that 800k, 700k threshold, it pretty much most of your stuff is 33 cost or higher. You don't really, if it's infused 4 times, obviously, on top of it, you don't really need to worry about class spawns all too much. You could save up for treasure spawns, try to get the metal exchange weapon, or you could wait until class spawns offer better stuff, and once they start offering more 36 cost stuff and start working towards less 33s and more 34s, right, you could start spawning again. Or you could just save up, try to get better monsters or armors instead. Forgot that the class spawn has an armor selection, which is a bad thing. Armors work the same way, except armor is going to be 33 costs. There's only going to be a few. The first one's going to be the Supernova. I think the second one's also going to be... Oops, this is the wrong thing. My bad. Wait, this is the right thing, right? Yeah, this is the right thing. Okay, so Far East, we got the Supernova, and then we got, where is it? I know it's here. 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 I swear it's here. They did not get rid of it. Okay, right there. We have the art of. So there's still the art ofs. If you're interested in getting the art ofs, you will have a high chance of getting the lowest cost again. So art ofs, they have physical art ofs at 33 cost. If you want them, they're infused 4 times. Definitely a nice deal. This right here is pretty much, like, if you're looking for art ofs, this is definitely a nice deal. This is pretty much like the Warlord spawn when it comes to defensive art ofs. I wouldn't say offensive, but defensive. Yeah, you definitely have, like, a fair shot of actually getting what you might be looking for. But with armors, usually how it's going to work is there's legitimately a very few armor sets that are actually going to be 33 costs with the weapons. Most of the time it's 30, like the weapons are always 1 cost lower than the armor, so that's why I'm saying it's not as good of a deal, but it's still pretty good, especially if you need art ofs. This right here might be your golden opportunity. So that's all I gotta say for this video. Thank you for tuning in, thank you for watching, and I hope this helped out. This is the AzureWrath, and I'll catch you in the next video. I'm out. Peace.